Our game of the week this week features Liberty Hill and Rouse. Now, these two teams have some serious history. They played in nail-biters and blowouts. Not long ago, these two met in the third round of the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. We thought the focal point of this edition of Rouse versus Liberty Hill would be Raiders quarterback London Morgan, a senior who tied a school record with 6 touchdowns last week in the season opener.
Credit to everyone around me. They keep me calm and collected. I'm around a bunch of good guys that are extremely good athletes as well. So.
He's definitely special, just the way he can move out of the pocket and the way he throws the ball. But, we can really just shut it down because of our pass rush.
His resiliency on his field, his faith and belief in his powers.
He knows what he's good at. He knows what his offense can do.
Really just being able to dominate the front lines and really just keep the receivers, just guard for a few seconds and the play's over, really.
He knows how to stay locked in, even under pressure.
I can go for hours talking about how great. I love QB1. London's a great kid, and I'm very blessed to get to coach him.
It is Rouse and Liberty Hill in our game of the week. And we have to start with a highlight featuring the guy we just talked about and heard about. First half, and guys, this is next level stuff. Rouse quarterback London Morgan rolling left, squares his hips and shoulders and delivers an accurate ball on the move. Auburn Davis with the score, but Liberty Hill responded. Pierre Dylan Balinga, really long name, really long run. 71 yards, Pierre almost ran out of gas. Oh, but he found an extra gallon. $2.30 a gallon. The Raiders went back to the air, and here's the best screen I've seen since an iPad. Anthony Reyes to the sideline, to the end zone, to take a little nap. This game was neck and neck. It was tied at 28 at the half and tied after regulation. This one went into overtime, and Rouse wins this year's battle 49-43. So now you have seen the highlights, you know the final score, but my man Corey Mose was there for the game and for every snap of overtime. He just finished chatting with the Raiders on the field and joins us with more. Corey, there you are, my man. Hey, I know that you got the newest news for us. Tell me, what's going on in Gupton?
Look, man, I love Columbus, Jeff. I will say that it was cool being out there last week, but man, it feels great to be back on the sidelines for Friday Football Fever in Austin, Texas. Could I put U.S. dollars down? This was the best game in Central Texas or in the best game in the whole state. I believe that because I watched it with my own 2 eyes. 49-43 going into overtime as Rouse Raiders takes it like you just explained. But Jeff, man, to get to that point, it was complete cinema. 43-40 at one point. Liberty Hill goes up, 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the game, and look who was on the field. London Morgan. He goes down the field 75 yards, only with 1 timeout, and they were able to get into field goal position to kick that field goal and tie it up to go into overtime. Now, with that field goal, there's a whole nother story. We'll get to that later in this hit. But in overtime, Liberty Hill, 1 play, fumbles the football. And so then Rouse recovers, they get the ball back, and London does what London does. He scores a touchdown throwing a pass to Cohen May, and after Cohen had a couple drops in the last drive in the regular, I would say in the regulation, I should say, he was able to bounce back and scored a game-winning touchdown for the Raiders. And so I was able to talk to Cohen and talk to London, and of course I had to throw in Coach Mann in there as well as we talked after the game about this spectacular performance. Electric atmosphere out here at Gupton Stadium. Oh my goodness. Cohen Mays scoring the final touchdown in overtime, caught from London Morgan. But Cohen, I got to talk to you about that final play. Just talk to me, walk me through it. What did you see? And when the ball was coming towards you, what was going on through your mind?
Football games, a lot of ups and downs. I had 2 big drops over here that could have won the game a long time ago for overtime, but I just told myself, didn't get in my head, just said I gotta make a play. If they give me a chance, I'm gonna make a play. So I went in. Thanks be to God, Fredo ran the wrong route. I ran his route instead, caught the ball, and just scored. It's a dream, man.
Yeah, it's what you wake up thinking about.
Yeah,
and you talked about those 2 drops. I'm glad you brought that up because after those 2 drops, I saw your QB come over to you, speak something in your ear. What did he tell you?
He said, you got to catch those, man. But he said, I'm good. Keep going. That's a leader right there. It's a good quarterback, man.
Let's talk to that leader now. London Morgan, come here, baby. Hey, look. First off, that leadership on the sideline, what made you want to tell that to Cohen in that moment?
No doubt, he's a great receiver, a great athlete, so I didn't have any problem with him. Obviously we got to catch some balls, but I knew he was going to make a play and it all works out. So look at him now, catch a game-winning touchdown versus Liberty Hill. We won the game, so that's all it takes.
Huge stuff, London. There's no bridges falling today, but I saw you dropping dimes. Final drive, look. You like that, huh, Coach? Final drive. 150 left in the game. You have to go down there and score. Your defense just gave up a score. All the momentum is on Liberty Hill side. I watched you on the sideline, chilling, calm, collected. I heard about that at practice last week, but now I got to see it in action today.
100%.
What was it? What was going on through your mind when you knew you had a minute and 50 seconds to go down the field and score?
Just confidence. You know, we're surrounded by it. Like, look at me. I'm surrounded by the greatest coaching staff, the greatest athletes, the greatest teammates. So it's just confidence. Like, I'm proud of everyone. And week 3, Waco Midway, let's go.
Ooh, man. So as you heard there, confidence. That's all the Rouse Raiders had today. And speaking about confidence, let's go back to that game-tying field goal before overtime. To get to overtime, they had to kick about a 30-35 yarder. And the kicker who made it was Mateus from Brazil. And from what Coach Mann told me is that this dude wasn't even on the football team last year or the year before that. He's a senior, just got on to this football team this year. He was a basketball manager last year. He never played a sport at Rouse. He just asked Coach, hey, can I kick for the team this year? And so Coach was like, yeah, you can kick forever. So he was able to kick tonight, and he owned up to the moment, and he kicked the game-tying field goal to go into overtime. So never kicked a football in his life before coming to Rouse, and he's over here kicking it into overtime. So what a crazy story. Confidence all around from the quarterback all the way down to the kicker, Jeff. Man, just like I said, put US dollars. Best game in the state of Texas tonight. That's all I got to say.